Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the referees and officials throughout these 3 days. Let's give them a very big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for Dodgeball? Ladies and gentlemen, the mixed category, please welcome into the arena the finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Malaysia. For Team Australia, we have Sam Holcomb, jersey number 1, Lauren Keith, jersey number 3, Brendan Leitner, jersey number 4. Michael Townsend, jersey number 5. Lauren McLean, jersey number 11. Kat Konsakis, jersey number 19, vice captain. Emma Lester, jersey number 21. Kieran Patrick Bruce, jersey number 24, captain. Dave McMartin, jersey number 33. Alex Young, jersey number 42. Stefan Tegoridis, jersey number 62. And Scott Denke, jersey number 99. For Team Malaysia, Wei Lin, jersey number 15. Captain. Anthony, jersey number 20. June, jersey number 14. Zikri, jersey number 7. Ehsan, jersey number 94. Nat, jersey number 17. Grace, jersey number 26. Wing, jersey number 11. Jade, jersey number 13. Carmen, jersey number 88. Kenneth, jersey number 90. And Kekwan, jersey number 22. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the arena the referees.
Okay, hi guys, as the referees walk out for this mixed competition final in the APC Championships 2017, held here in the Axiata Arena, Kuala Lumpur. It's a pleasure to be commentating on this mixed final. My name is Alex Harrison.
Alongside with Alex, this is Aaron Chan here, commentating on the commentator's desk here. And we're about to start with the finals between Malaysia versus Australia.
Yeah, it's a few more ceremonies taking place in this final. Both teams lining up, having had their every player's name read out individually in this large arena. I'm sure that's a moment that each player will really treasure, having their name read out in front of their country and the world that's going to be watching this exciting final.
Definitely, they will mark their names here at Axiata Arena, making a mark on history as both teams want to take on the Champions Cup for APC.
Yeah, so just some friendly greeting here, hoping for a nice, good-spirited final. So I'm also joined here by Faris, our co-commentator. You got any thoughts on how this final might pan out?
Well, it's great to be here and great to be back here again for this final. It's a huge event right here, right now. The Asia Pacific Championship 2017 finals for the mixed category. I think it's going to be a really tight match we're going to have right now. The fact that these two teams made through the quarterfinals as well as the semis, coming out really strong, dominating over their opponents. We shall see how the tight game goes from here, but let's not. We should expect actually lots of intense moments. Possibly a lot of tough calls as well.
It's also interesting to note that the rest of the finals are Australians versus Malaysia as well. So it just goes to show that these two teams are just the titans of Asia Pacific region.
Yeah, definitely. It shows they're doing something right in the Malaysian dodgeball factory as well as across Australia, where they are producing such a high standard of dodgeball. They've blown all the other squads out of the water, really. Certainly Australia's route to this final, they finished top of Group A, and they had a quarter-final against the Philippines, and then progressed through the semi-final earlier today against Singapore to reach this matchup in the final. Malaysia had to battle with India in the quarter-final after topping their group.
Kind of cruise through that score there with India nil, and definitely 9 points going to Malaysia, and eventually going against Hong Kong, where they had quite a tough time, I would say, when they faced off there with 9 points to 4. And my apologies there, 9-5.
And we're off. And the middle ball is won by the Malaysian team, number 94, Iksan, retrieving that.
Taking the ball back to his hands here. Going for the first attack, released there by Anthony. First shot, first kill.
It's a brilliant shot on the toe of McMartin as he tries to jump over the ball, just clipping him and eliminating from the game.
Oh, Alex Young being shot onto the face there. That's 2 kills coming in. 3 players off, 3 players remaining, and Anthony is being taken off for the side of Team Malaysia.
So that's a key play to finish that exchange. A couple of the Malaysian guys getting eliminated. And then Malaysia turn the screw and are now leading 4 players to 2.
Seems to me that Team Malaysia here, they're making every shot count. Of course, beautiful block there coming in from both ends there. Tries to call out for a shot on the shoulders, but it was actually a tank coming in from Angel Carmen.
Oh, fantastic dodge from Patrick Bruce as captain of this mixed team.
I wouldn't have survived that one if I was in the court, but of course that's the reason why I'm here commentating with you.
Oh wow, and a cross-cut shot from Kotsakis. The catch attempted by number 94. That is Iksan. However, he fumbles it up into the air and it's a successful elimination. It's now 3 players to 2. And it feels like there's a real chance for Australia to make something of this game now.
Definitely. Oh!
Kotsakis being eliminated. But
solid shot there onto Ilian. Captain Kieran. What is he going to do right now? Running all the way back. Oh!
So no hit. Probably tempted to go for the catch there. He's right at the back of court.
But he's already on his feet and he's sliding through. It was pretty difficult for him. Oh!
A fantastic dodge, wowing the crowd. There's a lot of noise being generated here. The Malaysians have fantastic support, as well as quite a large Australian squad gathered round, cheering their team on.
Pretty sure you guys can hear the drums here playing on the stadium. Elaine going in and slips through the finger. Angel Carmen secures point number 1 going over to Team Malaysia.
Maybe that's a bit of final nerves getting to the captain, Patrick Bruce. A lot of pressure on those shoulders for a long time. He's in there for several tens of seconds. Very aware that he's the last player in on court. Any mistake he makes, and that will be 1 point to Malaysia. And he did. That was definitely a catchable attempt there.
Certainly would agree with you there. And of course, Angel Carmen with that shot knows that he's been doing a lot of dives lately, so sending it down low, just enough to catch him off.
And the second game starts with 6-6. McMartin is eliminated, as well as
Iksan.
Iksan.
Natalie here, just hoping no ball's going over to the side. And there is Fernandez on the right wing this time.
And there has been a lot of rotation of the guys, certainly in this Australian team. Brandon Leitner, Michael Townsend coming on. Do you think at this third day of competition, keeping the players fresh is an important thing to consider, Aaron?
Definitely it would be. Oh, nice shot there onto the shoulder of Fernandez, keeping him off the field. And as you were saying about the substitution of the Australian members, it also gives a different type of quality coming into the matches as well. Oh, nice one onto.
And I think that pays off with something like a running counter like that. A lot of energy in the throws, a lot of eagerness to get up court, make the hits count.
Oh, nice shot onto.
And a hit onto Carmen.
Wailing there as well as Carmen. Only Natalie left. She is a catcher. Maybe she could do something right here.
So 3 balls now on the Malaysian side, giving her the burden of duty to throw. And a catch from Townsend to level up the scores at 1-1.
As we speak of substitutions there, of course Townsend has been representing Australia really well throughout the whole tournament. Getting a lot of kills, definitely more than 10 on the scoreboard throughout the whole.
Yes, certainly. One player I'd like to see get into this game is number 33, McMartin. He's certainly, the games where he showed up, he's been one of the star players for this mixed team. He'll be hoping to stay in court for a bit longer this time.
Oh, speaking of him.
Unfortunately, I have cursed the commentator, and he's eliminated straight away. Some great throwing from the Malaysian team, really focusing in on him. And a catch from Townsend. Clearly got his iron in the previous game.
Martin is back in the court.
And that's fantastic sort of interplay. Townsend immediately taking that left wing position, showing great drills and cohesion from the Australian team.
Oh, nice shot there by Fernandez. Gets caught out. Townsend sends him back into the base on the waiting line.
That's a bold play from Fernandez to even attempt the catch at such short range.
Good scaring there coming from Natalie. Deflected shot there back to the Australian side.
Yeah, I have to feel like there was a potential to go for the catch from the rebound there.
Tries to look for Natalie there, but a little bit too low on the ground. Iksan on the attack, countered there by Katsakis. Pressing on the attack onto McMartin. McMartin sent off once again.
And just a slight delay from the throw from Fernandez, which really I think made it very hard to get the ball round to block and to protect himself. And a very high
strong shot there coming in, almost taking off Katsakis on the head. Oh, there you have it. One lady left, and that's going to be Vice Captain Katsakis on the corners. Oh, stepped off the court there, giving this point over to Team Malaysia.
So Malaysia with the upper hand, winning that third game in this match. I think it's been a very even start, though. I think Australia have had chances in every game.
Definitely had really good chance coming in. First, right now, we're going to the 4th round. We have another switch coming in. It's going to be Stefan on number 62, taking over the right wing for Team Australia.
As well as Stefan Teligogidis coming in at the right wing position for Australia.
Oh, nice shot there. Almost catching it. Oh, beautiful catch coming in from Iksan. Speaking of Stefan, we have to say bye to him.
Yeah, that's a powerful play. Giving them a real advantage in this game. Although it's only one player, it is a strong thrower that's been eliminated.
A little bit of a push and pull there coming from the Australian lines. On for the attack. Oh.
So Townsend successfully blocks that standing counter from Anthony, allowing his team to get away a throw unhindered, eliminating one Malaysian player.
Good dodges there, but not good enough. Right now.
Good hits on Brandon Leitner from the right side pair from Malaysia. They now have a 4-ball attack as Australia. How they utilise that. It looks like there's been no hits from that, so they might feel like that's a wasted opportunity.
Going straight up ahead, and that's a strong shot going onto the feet of Kazakis, being blocked onto the ground. Another one. Lane sends one onto Townsend. Townsend goes right at the feet of Fernandez. Oh!
I think just the power of Anthony's throw there, proving a bit too much to handle, even with the blocking ball available.
Alex Young walked off there, thinking that she could have probably catched it as well. She's been catching a lot of balls into this tournament, so I'm hoping to see some turnarounds here for the side of Team Australia.
Yeah, certainly one game down. They'd much rather keep it level than slip to 2 games behind.
Good dodging and decision making there from Kazakis. Try to catch on to Kenneth Fernandez. Jumps right in the air.
There's certainly a willingness to release most of the balls there.
Oh!
And Townsend catching the number 20 from Malaysia.
Strong headshot.
Anthony well off guard. Respond with a headshot and a great shot from Kotsakis.
Whoa! Catches it on his feet. That was a phenomenal one coming from Carmen. Number 99.
You've got to feel that if Townsend could have just avoided that ball successfully, they might have had an opportunity to win that game and level the scores up. But as it is, Malaysia overpower Australia once again, taking a 3-1 lead. I still think it's still anyone's game, but it's certainly a good marker laid down by the Malaysian team. And with this home support really ramping up the volume, you've got to think maybe a few nerves might be slipping into the Australian side.
I believe a little bit, but of course they do have a strong crowd on their own end as well, as there are many of the Australian players on the sidelines. Oh, Anthony with the gate block. And Captain Kieran is back on court once again. Oh, that's a deflection.
So 3 balls in possession of Malaysia. There's nearly a reach across into the opponent's half to collect the 4th, but and a single ball throw, successfully eliminating the central Australian player.
Right, Martin there, having 2 balls shot onto his foot.
And just that communication in the Australian lineup to say, no, hold on to that ball. We don't want to. We want to try and throw 2 of them and be left with 2. Although I would like to see the timing of those Australian throws a bit better. They release one and then another one. If you coordinate the attacks, it's much more effective.
A lot of single balls being thrown across the court.
Yeah, Telegidas failing to hold on to that low throw.
Natalie on with the attack. Oh, removing the captain. Oh, up in the air, and that's a catch coming in. No kill onto Fernandez.
And a defiant fist pump from the Malaysian player, knowing that catch secured off the rebound has given them a strong hold in this mixed final.
Showing a lot of flexibility there. Katsakis.
Yeah, just for the viewers at home, this is the mixed final with Australia versus Malaysia, which is the lineup in all 3 divisions, as Malaysia extend their lead to 4-1 in the mixed final. This will be followed immediately by the women's final, and then subsequently the men's final. So we're looking forward to this matchup between these 2 great dodgeballing nations. each division of the sport. So with the 15-minute half, with timeouts included and a 5-minute half time, it's roughly sort of around 40 minutes per game. So we're still midway through the first half. The timeout's just been called.
Malaysians are cheering really happily here with the home ground support. And for the first time ever, I see concerned faces there on Team Australia.
Yeah, I think there should be reason for some concern. A three-game deficit at this stage is it's not they're able to overcome that, but it's going to be difficult. You know that once you start, once you're down significantly in the game, the other team can start. They don't have to win every game. They can play a sort of defensive strategy, use the time up. And it's a real tactical advantage to be up in the game in terms of the kind of risks you have to take. And I think the Malaysia team are certainly mature enough to try that. And there's some great reactions from the Malaysian player to catch the rebound off number 94.
Wonderful reaction timing there by Kendall Fernandez on the right wing, number 90. Unfortunately, Iksan has been sent off. But of course, another one from the Dodgeroos has been taken out, leaving only Townsend on the right. Oh, wonderful catch coming in by Elin. Coming in from Team Malaysia, full squad versus 2.
And Townsend just keeping things safe, dodging out underneath those 2 balls. 3 balls in possession of Australia, so they are the team that has released one. And those golden retrievers, green and golden retrievers, just keeping hold of the balls for Australia, making sure they retain the 2 balls.
Playing it slowly. They know that they can close out this game here. Oh, pressure coming in from Angel Carmen.
Yeah, and it's that interplay that shows the strength of the Malaysian squad. Angel just applying a bit of pressure, protecting the players that had just released the ball, and effectively preventing that counter from Townsend.
Looks like Iksan is being taken off by Townsend.
So a good standing counter.
Oh!
Fantastic catch from Townsend.
Another kill as well.
However, the time has gone. And I believe there should have been 2 players remaining in from Australia and 3 for Malaysia. So I believe that game will go to Malaysia.
That must have been frustrating for the Australians there.
Yeah, because you got to feel that they're in the ascendancy with that catch from Townsend. Fantastic half-court catch, and then followed immediately by a hit by him. Just waiting for confirmation of what that result was. Looks like it's 5-1 to Malaysia, so that game did indeed go to Malaysia, giving Australia a mountain to climb in the second half.
I'm hoping to see some of the Malaysian pairings here having to switch up onto the second half. They still have some of them on the bench that hasn't been played onto the finals here. There's Tan Jun Sen, Zikri as well. Brother of the men's captain, Mohammed Haiti. Gracelyn have appeared a couple of times.
Yeah, and I think it's a real strength of these squads that they've got the men's and women's team around them to give advice at times like this. Just maybe a bit of emotional support. They can get through this. Certainly in Australia's camp, they may be feeling like they've got a mountain to climb, but I'm sure looking across and seeing all the Australian fans in the stands ready for their respective finals, cheering them on, they're gonna get buoyed by that confidence and realise that if they can lose 5 games in the first half, there's no reason they can't win another 5 in the second half. There's just as much time remaining.
I believe so, Alex. I'm pretty sure playing for England, you've played in a lot of situations where you play from behind. And, of course, what would be the best way to, of course, stay focused in such matches?
Well, the thing with this set of rules is that you do have that risk-taking sort of approach, and you have to up the ante if you need to win the games. The key thing is being fully aware of how much time is left, how many balls you have, and what players you have in on court. Especially in this mixed game, how can you use the players you've got to their advantages? Whether you should be looking for that catch yet, or you should just be playing for time and playing a more reserved game. Certainly, if the score remains as drastic as a 4-game deficit for Australia, they're going to have to win a few games very quickly. So that might mean slightly more aggressive calls, certainly in the start of the half. They can get it down to sort of 5-3, 5-4, then you can start relaxing slightly, play a more conservative game, know that you've got the momentum, and really then pile the pressure back onto the Malaysia team, who will be thinking, how could we potentially lose this from such a strong position?
I agree there. And, of course, now that they've secured their spot in the final, they definitely will be going to New York nonetheless. But, of course, they have to secure a better seeding as well as take home the trophy.
Yeah, I think probably they're not particularly concerned about the seeding in New York. As soon as they've achieved that qualification point, that's probably the goal achieved there.
Making a statement, yeah.
This is more about pride. It's more about picking up that trophy at the end of a hard weekend's competition, and just laying down a marker in the Asia-Pacific region that Australian dodgeball potentially is the strongest place for dodgeball. There's definitely a rivalry building between the Malaysians and the Australians. A friendly rivalry, but a rivalry nonetheless. It's almost as the first of the 3 finals with the same teams competing. It'll be laying down a strong position for the rest of the finals going forward for whoever wins them.
Captain Kieran there being taken off as the first target, alongside with Kenneth Fernandez.
Yeah, there's on the comment stream on the YouTube channel. There's been a bit of debate about that final game, and I believe that there was a catch by fantastic catch by Malaysian there to take the advantage in this game. I believe there was a catch by Townsend to level the scores, but in the same play, one of the Australian girls was eliminated, giving a 1-player lead to Malaysia. It was also very close to the whistle. I believe all those plays did happen just before the half-time whistle.
Powerful shot there all the way from the left. Townsend now don't have any balls available. Oh! Third one's the charm there, coming in from Anthony on number 20. Only Keith left on the court.
And that ball just coming off court, allowing the retriever to pick it up and place it at the feet of Lauren Keith. And strong team throwing through the standing counter, committing to the hit, gives Malaysia a commanding 6-1 lead. That's not the start to this half Australia wanted.
Definitely needs to find a better formula coming into the second half here. A little bit of switcheroos for the Dodgeroos. Stefan back onto the right wing.
Yeah, you've got to say this is a must-win game for Australia, and possibly a must-win game quickly. I think you get a couple of 1-minute games under their belts here. Emerge victorious and close the gap quickly. That'll be fantastic.
Wonderful catch there, coming in from Iksan in the middle. Brandon Leitner.
Oh, he's been unfortunate there. That was a strong throw. He's got a very powerful arm, but just I think a bit of If the coordination of the Australian team just starting to fray slightly at the edges. They know they've got a lot of work to do, so I think just retain that composure, have faith in their own ability. Martin making a good decision not to go for that catch. It was very high up.
Oh, that's a good call there from the ref.
Yeah, Townsend making a strong hit there, giving Australia a foothold in this game.
Penalty there. Having 2 shots sent down to McMartin. McMartin is off the court right now. Zikri as well.
Fantastic catching from Martin, paying off once again. And you've got to feel like Australia are now the favourites in this game.
Definitely.
Townsend looking to counter. And there's a line fault by 20, Anthony. How crucial will that be?
Everything's going right for the side of Team Australia. Natalie has 1 ball on hand. Have to make it useful for their side of Team Malaysia.
Yeah, Natalie and Carmen coming up to release, and Carmen releases towards the left.
Oh, slides off the court there.
Townsend tries to complete that catch, but just gets away from him.
Quite impossible to actually catch that one, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, it was certainly way outside of the normal area, but Townsend was probably right to go for it. Malaysia looking to waste the time here effectively. Australia want to close this game off as quickly as possible. Great catch.
There you have it. Katsakis brings back McMartin. Only Carmen left. Goes blocked there, up in the air.
Yeah, just a hesitation from Leicester there to catch the blocked ball. It was definitely on. Maybe just a bit more work on the footwork to react to that prior to it actually bouncing over to her. Something to take back to the training ground.
Oh, beautiful catch there from the deflection. And there you have.
So Telogidis should be out. So that game finishes 4-2 to Australia.
The revival does not mean a thing right now for the side of the Team Malaysia. But of course, Team Australia now having the 2nd point onto the tables here versus Team Malaysia with 6. Aussie, 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 oi, 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 there goes the crowd. Oh, looks like.
That's exactly the sort of thing that Australia want. There's been a false start, and they will likely get possession of all 5 balls from this, allowing them to progress with the game very quickly. So Malaysia opting not to contest those balls, and Australia allowing the 2 balls to remain at the centre zone while they throw all 3. I think that's probably something they've discussed. Probably weighed up the merits of a 5-ball attack relative to a 3-ball attack, and then the guaranteed 2 balls.
Oh, nice one from Ziggy.
Fantastic catch from Leicester. Bringing Telogidis straight back in.
Bounces off the back there, sending Zikri back onto the waiting lines. Looking for a kill. Waylon. He's got good eyes on the ball.
Certainly that catch there has really changed this game.
Up in the air and right onto the targets of Gracelyn. Gracelyn passes the ball to Natalie. I believe there's 2 catches on the side of Team Malaysia, so Australia needs to make a good counter attack. Oh, speaking of counter attack there.
Devastating ankle shot from Dent.
Oh, beautiful, lethal shot there coming in from Natalie. Takes off Vice Captain Katsakis.
So unusual to use the 1-ball attack there. You might feel that, given that they want to close out the game very quickly, and this now gives the Malaysian player a lot of time just to go up, run up and throw. And
celebration with a dab once again.
It's a dab celebration from 99, Mr. Dent. I think a bit of fun on court is always good. It helps lighten the mood. But at the same time, a bit of composure is required here. They are
Nice block there.
still 3 games down. They've got a lot of work to do. Effectively, they need to get a couple of games over within a couple of minutes to have a chance of regaining the lead.
Tries to take off Iksan there. Oh, strong shot onto Leitner's face.
And that's been awarded a bounce, not a catch by Iksan. The Australian player may have walks, but has stayed out. And the line judge down there is probably confirming that the Australian player was not caught. And despite the fact he walked off court, he can return to court due to sort of an honesty clause. If a player believes they are genuinely out and walks off court, but effectively doesn't gain any advantage from that, they're allowed back into court. Oh no, okay, so the decision from the central referees has been overturned, the catch has been given.
Interesting decision there. I thought Iksan has been shot off, in my opinion, but of course, game carries on with the referee's decision.
Well, yeah, so it's a great example of how the refereeing is done by committee. If someone clearly sees the ball bounce, that's a definite action that has occurred, and they can confirm that. That should overrule the other decisions. If you don't see something happen, it's not guaranteed that it hasn't happened. It's just you've not seen it. So what must have happened here? The line judge must have been certain that the player's hands were underneath the ball, and the central referee willing to accept that their initial call may have been wrong. So it's great that referees are that mature and able to have a discussion around the true outcome.
Only 2 left onto the side of Team Australia, still holding on for this game. They cannot afford to lose any. Probably has to catch one in.
And a line
oh, nice shot onto Zikri on number 7.
Yeah, Alex Young showing a very strong standing counter game.
Young and lethal.
Leaning back, looking to make the catch. And then immediately after, hyping up her team, knowing that the tempo has to increase drastically to get anything out of this game.
Looks like there's some substitution coming in. And it's going to be a top knot Tan Jun Sin on the middle for Team Malaysia. Dent on the middle as well on number 99.
Strong blocks from Kieran Patrick Bruce. Back onto court, hoping to make a big impact, I'm sure.
Good pressure there coming from Tan Jun Sin. Zikri is being sent out there as he steps on the line, trying to retrieve the ball. A little bit of mistakes in the court. Oh, Peter!
A stunning catch from captain Kieran Patrick Bruce. Ricochets off into the air and a leap forward, just staying in bounds. However, the call has been made. I believe the catch has been given, but then he must have made a line fault, which I couldn't see from this angle.
Not too sure about that call once again, so...
Yeah, it looked like he was well within bounds, but certainly the referees do have a better view being on the ground right next to the action.
Oh, nice shot onto Kenneth Fernandez.
And I think we're seeing the Australian team regain a bit of their composure that they've shown in previous games. That was a very well coordinated attack. Exactly what they're looking to do. Regardless of the outcome of this game, I think they can take a lot out of it. They fought back and are in a strong position to close the gap, certainly, maybe push for the win.
Definitely, they cannot let the pressure eat them up inside as they go in for the kill onto the back of Natalie. Only Gracelyn alongside with Waylon left on the court. Right now, Bant is going in for the kill. Wow, powerful throw there. All the way out.
A controversial run onto court from the ball retriever. In all honesty, I'm certain he thought the game was over. Just running back across court, that's Spokes, just to make it clear he's made a big mistake and it's very embarrassing. And I'm glad everyone knows his name is Mr. Spokes.
Oh, leap of faith there, sealing the game.
And now the retriever's doing their job correctly and
There's the
returning
dap
the balls.
once again.
I hope the floor's in good condition. He didn't leave a dent in it when he landed.
Pretty sure he didn't.
And a false start called against Malaysia, so that's another strong position for Australia. So three games down.
Well,
there can't be much long left in the game.
there's not a certain bias going on from the refs at
Well,
all.
as you can see from the same ref that called the catch as foul, we see the same ref calling a false start for the second time in this match. But it is something that must always be considered. You don't have to be alert to it. The host nation, all of the setup here can be tailored to help their nation should they want to. There has to be a degree of trust that the host nation is going to certainly get referees that are impartial, coordinate the event in such a way that there's no specific advantage to their nation or any other nation. I recently competed in the European Championships hosted by Scotland in Glasgow, and there was definitely a huge amount of integrity and honesty shown by the organising committee there to make sure it was very equal for all teams involved, and the result was a fantastic event over in Europe.
Pretty sure you had a good time there in Glasgow. Oh!
And that's 2 hits against Australia.
Could have been a catch there coming in, but unfortunately slips off the hands there. Oh, amazing dodges coming in from Cannon Fernandez. How is he still surviving? I'm not too sure. How did he do that?
Very spectacular, taking the aerial route and then landing and then performing some kind of split maneuver to allow the ball to pass between his legs.
Godspeed as they go in for another kill. Oh,
And
another aerial.
Townsend with an acrobatic display. That's no catch claims.
That was a bounce from the ground.
And the countdown coming from the Malaysian team. They know the time remaining. Great catch from Townsend to win that final game. An emphatic response from the Malaysian team that know they have retained or they have won the mixed championship here in the Asia Pacific Dodgeball Championship in Kuala Lumpur in home territory.
Such a close game coming in. Phenomenal display coming from both ends.
Yeah, I think with winning that final game, Australia showed that they have been providing a really competitive version of dodgeball here. It's a fantastic final to watch. Malaysia taking the lead early on, a significant lead, up to 6-1 at one point. Australia showing great spirit to fight back. But I think the Malaysian team deserve a lot of credit for the way they remained composed, didn't let the occasion get to them.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now the announcements of the final scores from the MC.
announcing the results for mixed finals. Malaysia against Australia. Malaysia wins